Hello there! In this video, we will learn about finding the expected mean, or also known as EX, and then the EX squared, and lastly, variance of x, when the function given is the probability density function written as this small f of x. There are 4 steps in solving this problem. The first step is the formula. You must memorize this formula, because if not, then you will not be able to answer this question. Second step is to simplify. Next, you integrate. Lastly, just substitute. Let's go ahead and look at the example. To apply this formula, first write down the e of x. And then, the formula says that you have to integrate from negative infinity to infinity, which simply means that we have to integrate all of the intervals given in the question. So the first interval is from 0 to 1. So this means I have to write the limit as 0 to 1. Next, it's x multiplied with fx. So I have to write this x in front and then multiply with my function f of x. And what is f of x? It's the first f of x because we are looking at the first interval, 0 to 1. So write down 1 over 2x here with the dx, sum it out with the next interval, which is 1 until 4. Remember, according to the formula, it's x multiplied with the function, so don't forget to write your x. And the function for interval 1 to 4 is 1 over 6 multiplied with 4 minus x. Lastly, the x behind them. The second step is to simplify. This means we have to multiply this x with the function f before we integrate. I can see that there is a constant as well. So, to make my integral easier, I'm going to take out the constant 1 over 2 outside. Writing down the limit, and then x multiplied with x is x squared, d of x. Sum it out with the next integral, and there's also a constant which is 1 over 6. You can take it out, and then writing down the integral. Lastly, x multiplied with 4 is 4x. X multiplied with negative x is negative x squared. Don't forget to write dx behind them. The third step is to integrate. So we just have to integrate each and every one of them. X squared, when you integrate, you have to add the power with 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3 divided with 3. And then don't forget to write the limit 0 to 1. Sum it out with the constant, and then integrate 4x squared over 2 minus x power 3 over 3, and writing down the limit. The fourth step is to substitute. This means we just have to substitute the upper limit, which is 1, for the first function, and then minus with the lower limit, which is 0. Substitute the x like this. The same concept applies to the rest. We have to substitute 4, because it's the upper limit, into the x first, and then minus with substituting the lower limit, which is 1. But before that, you can simplify 2 with 4, cancel it off, you will get 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. To solve this, just press your calculator. The answer of e of x is 5 over 3. Now, what if you want to find the e of x squared? It's the same methods as before, but now the formula is ex squared. If you do notice now, the formula is quite similar to e of x, but the only difference is now we don't have to multiply with x, but x squared multiplied with the function f. To memorize this formula easy is that you just have to look at the variable inside this e. If the variable here is x squared, that means we have to multiply with x squared. If the variable is x, that means we have to multiply with x, which is the expected mean. That's one way in memorizing. The other steps are just similar. Start by writing down e of x squared. And then to integrate this, we have two intervals from 0 to 1, and then now we have to multiply with x squared. So write x squared in front, multiply with the function 1 over 2x. So write 1 over 2x, and then d of x, plus with the next interval is from 1 to 4, writing down 1 to 4, and then write down dx squared. The function for this interval is 1 over 6 multiplied with 4 minus x. Now see, don't forget dx. The next step is to simplify. You have to multiply x squared with that function, but also take out any constant that you can see. So you can take out 1 over 2, integrate from 0 to 1, x squared multiplied with x is x power 3 dx, plus with, there's a constant 1 over 6, take it out, integrate from 1 to 4, multiply x squared with 4 x squared, minus with x squared multiplied with x power 3 of dx. And then just integrate x power 3. When you integrate, add with 1, the power will be 4 over 4 with the limit from 0 to 1. Integrate 4x squared, you will get 4x power 3 over 3 minus with x power 4 over 4 with the limit 4 to 1. Fourth step is to substitute. Substitute the limits, upper limit minus with the lower limit. Substitute the x value. After that, just press your calculator to find the values. The answer for ex squared is 7 over 2. How about finding the variance of x? There are only two steps. The first one is the formula. The formula is a bit different than before. Its variance x equal to ex squared minus with the expected mean, which is being squared. Then we just have to substitute the value of ex squared that we have found and the value of ex that we have found to find the variance of x. Write down the formula and then substitute the values. We have found ex squared from before, which is equal to 7 over 2. Substitute that value inside here. Next, we also have found what is our e of x. The answer for e of x is 5 over 3. But don't forget, this 5 over 3 needs to be squared because the formula is e of x being squared. And then just press your calculator to find the value. And the answer is 13 over 18. That's the variance. Thank you for watching.